All right, we're on Detroit GP social channels here, and we are with the man, Renger van der Zande, defending IMSA champion, doing a little drifting on as we go on to Jefferson Avenue. Renger, first off, thank you very much for spending time with us here in Detroit. Hope you had a fun day so far.
Yeah.
Here in the Motor City. You look very, very comfortable behind the wheel of the Cadillac CTV5 Blackwing. We're going to show you some sights and sounds of the Motor City. We're calling this Riding with Renger. So let's have some fun, all right?
I am always up for a bit of fun. When it's cars involved, even better. So
there we go.
Happy to be here.
So we are on what will be the new 2023 Grand Prix circuit here in downtown Detroit.
Yeah.
Long front stretch here as we come on Jefferson Avenue. What do you think of the new circuit? You've had a chance to kind of drive around it a little bit.
Yeah, it looks spectacular. It looks not too big, so it's going to be short lap times, which is very interesting for strategy, for example, or how to play with the time, with the drive time and all that, and to get it together. But I'm just crawling around the traffic a little bit and see if we can have a bit of a feel for the bumps as well, because that's going to be interesting to feel how much bumps we're going to hit with you know, our cars are super low, so every little bump we're going to feel it.
So when we go by this, and you go by this little stretch, we just passed the GM Renaissance Center, obviously world headquarters of GM, and you know, it's where we call our home at Detroit GP, but it's also where your bosses call their home. What's the pressure like for a driver, you know, racing in front of world headquarters of GM and driving for Cadillac?
You know, it's pressure, but it's also a privilege, and I think that's something where on the Belle Isle track, on the back straight, you could see the bridge, or you could see the tower there, and you could kind of feel that the bosses were watching you when you were going for the win. Now they can see us all over the track. You know, over there was just the back end track, so pressure is on even more on the new track here in the city. But it's an interesting one where, let me just
sliding over to get out
in here,
try and follow the new track for 2023.
Yeah.
You get the there we go, coming down Bates a little bit. A little bit of elevation, or de-elevation, we should say.
A little dip. You felt that? Like
I did feel
that.
There was
a bit of a compression going on there. So.
Coming across the Port Authority here, and part of the old Formula One circuit here downtown, and coming up again around the GM Renaissance Center. Yeah, you really feel this here.
Yeah, kind of get a feel for it. You see it jumping here and there already on the elevation. So that's old school racing, man.
That is. Yeah. That is. So as we come by the Rensen here, and we think about, like, how do you think the fans are going to embrace this? Like, think about people who are going to be up in the Marriott watching down from the Renaissance Center, being able to be inside the circuit and seeing all this activity and the excitement of racing right at their, you know, at their feet, at their fingertips.
I heard some of the hotels already sold out, because I think you want to have all the view from the whole track. If you're up there, I think you're gonna run from one side to the other to keep following the car. So that's gonna be interesting. But it's an iconic thing, you know, the Renaissance, and it's full of offices that of people that I work with because of my racing. So it's interesting to see that. But for the fans, it's amazing. And like I said, it's a pretty short track, but there's some interesting 90 degrees corners where, you know, these bumps, like boom, you know, those bumps, I think there needs to be some work on the track still to get it all smoothened out. And if it doesn't, hey, we have to deal with it, you know. So
part of street racing.
Part of street racing, yeah. You can't change the city for our racing. It's the other way around.
Well, that's a bit of a shortened lap of the track with Renger, and we're going to continue riding around Detroit, show you guys some of the cool sights and sounds of the Motor City with the man who knows how to take it in the Blackwing for sure. We'll continue. We're riding with Renger.